from the office to the car. You just shoot that message real quick. How's your day type of message?
I haven't come across any guy that is not expressive, so it's kind of new to me. They have like a balance, being extrovert and then introvert.
First to know is sweet.
All thanks to their girlfriend.
I used to take pride in being a petty person.
Nah, bro, you're so petty.
How many times have we been on shade room today and we've seen those red squiggly lines?
Yeah. And then if you leave me, I'm like, hold up.
Oh, so you left.
You know something is going on, yeah. Do I need to show it?
Move your heart, but carry your brain along with you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode where we dive deep into a topic that resonates with everyone: relationships. I'm your host, Abo Usubaini, and today my guests will share their unique perspectives on love, partnership, and personal growth. We'll discuss everything from balancing individuality within a relationship to building emotional intelligence and sustaining trust over time. We'll also explore how culture and society influence our relationships and what it really takes to maintain emotional connection, whether close or long distance. Joining me for this important conversation is Shemilore Adeyemi and Samuel Ebong. Are either of you in a relationship? And just, I guess, give us more information about that, like how long it's been and yeah.
Ladies first,
Okay. Alright, no
Gentleman.
problem. I'm currently not in a relationship. Yeah, so I'm single. Single to the core.
I relate, it's okay. And,
I'm not in a relationship right now.
okay,
I'm talking to someone.
okay.
You don't know where that will go, but yeah, I'm currently not in a relationship. I'm very honest.
Okay. So, how do you maintain a balance between individuality and partnership in a relationship, especially as both people are now growing in the relationship over time? So, Samuel.
So yeah, I've always believed in, not obviously when you meet someone, there's going to be some changes. But I don't believe you should completely change everything. Like you both should bring each other into your world. Like me, I like Afrobeats, I like Nigerian music. What do I like? I like playing badminton. So I'm not going to stop my Saturday. Well, maybe I can stop it, but I'm first going to try to bring her into my world instead of just saying, okay, let me start afresh and get a whole new life because, the lady is coming into my life. So I'm still going to do the things that interest me. If she likes them, she can join along. If she doesn't, then I guess that'll be something I can do by myself or with my friends.
Okay, there's a sense of you already know yourself, you know what you like, and then you invite that person into aspects of yourself, like
definitely.
if they like it, and then if not, there's also what you guys can do together and what you do alone. Okay,
Definitely.
yeah. Okay, so Shemilore, what do you think about that?
I see relationship as a process, actually.
Perfectly said, yeah.
It's actually a step-by-step process. Everyone is coming from different diverse backgrounds, and everyone has individual preference, individual personality differs, but there's something called courtship before dating. So when you're courting somebody, you're getting to know that person more. You're getting to know the person's likes, you're getting to know the person's dislikes. At the same time, the person is also getting to know your likes. The person is also getting to know your dislikes too. And there's a form of striking a balance between both. And at the same time, it gets to the point whereby there might be some specific attitudes or behaviors that the other party might not be coping with, or the other party might not really have like a sense for. But at the same time, like I said, relationship is actually a process. And that is why communication is very, very important. Even at the stage of courtship, you have to communicate with one another in order to know what party A wants and then what party B wants. Just like what Sammy mentioned, that he loves to hang out, he loves to play sports and everything. Yeah, actually, which is really good. His partner might not actually, be the kind of person that loves to play sports, but at all. But there's something called having to accompany him in those stuff. Like, yeah, she doesn't like it, but at the same time, just, Sammy, what's up with your game? Can I tag along and everything? Just showing that moral support and everything. So basically, like I said, and I would say it again, communication. You just have to communicate with one another. What do I like? What do I dislike? And then the both of you just have to strike a balance between it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a really great answer. So for you, the sense of like keeping individuality and keeping partnership, you're kind of knowing more about the person before you enter the relationship. So there's more of like now you know what that personality is like before now you actually
And
know
even
the person.
if we are currently in the relationship, you can't know someone fully. That's just it. You can be courting for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You might not know that person fully until you enter the real deal, until you start dating. Some might even start living together, and then you start finding some traits in the person, and then you'll be like, okay, what's going on here? But at the same time, like I said, communication. You just have to communicate with your partner. Like, oh, I've noticed this particular thing in you. Is there a way we can actually, solve this particular thing? Because if you're in a relationship, it's just like you are one, and then you must have the mindset that that relationship must lead somewhere. You must have a next step agenda after that relationship. So yeah, just have to communicate with your partner. Tell your partner 1 or 2 things that, and then at the same time, you must be able to provide solutions to problems. You cannot just bring up something and then just leave it like that. No, provide solutions to it. See how we can actually take it to the next level. See how we can actually curb this particular, this particular problem. So yeah.
Okay. Well said. I am sensing that there is an extent of like complacency when you're knowing the person. So I guess now I'm just trying to understand more of because the question is, how do you maintain a balance between individuality and partnership in a relationship, especially as both people grow and change over time?
Yeah.
So I think one of the biggest issues with this is that over time, sometimes one side may become too complacent with the other, and it may affect individuality or like that partnership. So I guess now, how do we? I like how you've said resolve it, like there's a resolution part, but I guess the fear is now somebody falling short and being too complacent to the other over time. So what do you think about that?
Okay, let's somebody answer that first. I think somebody should answer that first. So somebody thinks.
Sounds like the person just has a problem with scheduling. Because me, let me not say I try my best to keep a schedule. It's not OCD or anything, but like I said, Saturday mornings, I have that set for my, playing badminton with my friends. So it could be something else. I go to the gym at 5:30 after work. So that's sometimes I go with my friends, sometimes I go with myself, sometimes I can go with the person I'm speaking to. Just scheduling, just have a time set to do certain things. Just how some people have times to pray. Yeah, so also set a time to do certain things that you like. And also set a time to spend time with your partner, obviously, as well. So everything I think it has to do around scheduling. You might not get it right every time, but at least if you didn't get it right today, you have another chance to get it right tomorrow at a certain time. So scheduling is a big deal. It helps a lot.
Okay, so perfectly said. So scheduling, I guess now also knowing yourself more, like putting being disciplined in whatever you like to do. Yeah. Okay. Do you have anything to add on that, Shemila?
Actually, I said it all. To scheduling and everything. Scheduling actually helps in a whole lot of ways. But at the same time, I would love to add that regardless of if you are entering a relationship or if you are in a relationship, it shouldn't stop you from doing the things you used to do back then while you were still single. Honestly, yeah. If you're in a relationship with somebody, there's something, having to have, understanding. You need to understand one another. You used to do things back then, but you're already in a relationship and then your partner is not really, really, really active in what you used to do. There are ways you can actually come up with these things. Speak to him, speak to her, and then you guys should put together, because back then you were single, you were living the life and everything, and then you're not dating somebody that is more of like an introvert. There are ways you can actually do this stuff. The thing is, oh my God, you can be an extrovert and then be dating an introvert. It's really rare though, but because you are someone that loves going out and everything, you love to party, you love hanging out with friends, but you now found this shy, cute guy and you're like, okay, he's always indoors, he's focused, which is really good. Work, gym, he like basically has like a schedule and everything, day-to-day activities. There are ways you can still make it fun. That's just it. I've seen guys that are actually introvert and then, what's it called? They have like a balance being extrovert and then introvert, all thanks to their girlfriends. So you can actually have a balance, and then your friendship community can also help. Having to hang out with friends, what's it called? Like just the past Thanksgiving, like inviting people, playing games and everything is bringing you out of your shell. So regardless of what you used to do back then, doesn't need to stop you, even if you're in a relationship. There are actually level ups to these things that you can actually do.
I hope you heard that well. Take your notes because you said it perfectly. So I now want us to go to the second question. Right. So what role does emotional intelligence play in resolving conflicts? That's the first part. And how do you practice self-awareness and empathy when navigating disagreements? Okay. So, Samuel, you can go first.
For sure. Emotional intelligence is such a, man, it's very important. I can't lie, because emotions, you can just act on it. Takes like half a second to act on them. So there's this saying like, move your heart, but carry your brain along with you. So whenever like emotions, they change almost every time. So whenever you feel like doing something, just take a step back, just try your best. You don't have to count to 10, but I guess over time you get used to it. But just take a step back, just in half a second, just try and think of the possible actions that you could take and the end results towards some of them. Sometimes you can be silent. I know some people don't like when you're silent. It makes them
react to that.
Yeah, exactly. You think, you're like, I'm saying something and you're not replying me. Does that mean you don't care about me? You're just trying your best. You're just trying your best not to say something that you regret later.
Yeah.
So being silent is better than saying something that would scar someone, because once that thing leaves your mouth, man, it's not coming back. And after a week, the person might forgive you, but it's there, man. It's there. 2 months later, they've brought it up again. And yeah, emotional intelligence is it's incredibly important. Yeah.
So before I bring it to, I just want to, because you're the one in talking to someone, not in a relationship, talking to someone, okay? Just, I guess, expound on how emotional intelligence has actually played for you. Like, if there's any disagreements or fights or anything, realistically, how it's been to try and resolve the conflict.
Well, yeah. So me, when I was younger, I used to take pride in being a petty person. I used to be like, first to do the sweet. That's a popular saying in Nigeria. So you can do something to me and I already plan on how I'm going to get you back 3 times way worse. Oh, wow. But not obviously in a safe way. In a safe way, you get me, in a safe way. But with someone you care about and someone you're speaking to, maybe I make the mistake of doing it once in a while, but immediately I will go and apologize. And obviously I'm not going to get you back in the extent I would get someone I didn't care about. Maybe it might just be me just being silent for a while. Or not reaching out for a while. When I say a while, I don't mean like a whole day or anything. Just for a while, just to get myself calm and everything. But I definitely do come back to apologize. Try to make things right. Yeah. Okay,
perfectly said. I'm happy to see the growth.
Yeah.
And we like a grown, healthy man. Yes. So, Shemilori, so what do you think about that question? So let me just say it again if you want. Okay. What role does emotional intelligence play in resolving conflicts? And how do you practice self-awareness and empathy when navigating disagreements?
Yeah. I think this comes in so many ways because I'm going to reinforce on what Samuel said, and that was silence. I'm huge on that, when it comes to silence. I'm very huge on it, actually. Something might be wrong, and then my partner keeps asking, Shemilori, what's going on? Shemilori, what's happening? And I'm like, I'm fine, no problems. And then if you leave me, I'm like, hold up.
Oh, so you left.
You know something is going on, And do I need to show it? I'm that kind of person, Like, do I need to show it that something is wrong with me? You can literally tell it on my face. Like, you need to know that something is wrong with me. But I do not want to talk. Like, just come and beg me. That's what I want. So basically,
please beg me.
Exactly that. Just come and beg me, like, that kind of stuff. Because I do not like fighting with my partner, and I'm this kind of person, like, I do not like holding grudges for too long with someone I hold so dear to. Like, I do not like it because I feel like, oh my God, it gets tiring, honestly, because the more you hold grudges with the person, the more you just start to reflect on yourself, like, this is something I'm not meant to be getting angry on. This is something you start questioning, like, Shimneri, are you okay? Like, this is something like, Shimneri, are you not thinking? Like, I just start to question myself, like, nah, Shimneri, you up now. No, you messed up big time. That kind of thing, you messed up big time. And when someone mentioned about pettiness, I have someone so close to me that is really, really petty. And then I had to tell him straight up, like, nah, bro, you're so petty. Oh my God. You see, I'm laying emphasis on that, but you are so petty. It's just too much. Like, anything that happens, and then you just go around, like, you just go back and attack that person. Nah, you can't bring it to our relationship. No, it doesn't make any sense. Regardless of the situation, it doesn't. So, emotional intelligence actually plays a whole lot. And like I said, it comes in so many ways, actually. Like, there are some people whereby they just leave them alone. I just want to be on my own. And then they come back to the situation and then, resolve it, which is actually really good because just like what Samuel said, you don't know what might come out from my mouth at that point in time. So just let me go relax my head. Let me go chill out, because by the time I come back, let's talk one or two things. Let us see what happened. Let us see how we can actually resolve this particular issue. And like I said, I'm a silence person. I will give you silence treatment, but I want you to come close to me. I need that affection in me. So yeah.
You're not by yourself. I'm with you. I'm also the same. Like,
so that's how I am, actually.
Yeah. And I also understand the importance of just being quiet, because your mouth is something. You will say what it wants to say. So I get that.
Yeah, and just like what they say, like, there's power in the tongue. Yeah, regardless of the situation, you just have to calm down, because you don't know what might happen, and then whatever you say might actually destroy things that you've been building right from scratch. So just better for you to just take a deep breath, calm down. If it's for you to go out, if it's for you to clear your head, how I clear my head is just to sleep. I literally just used to sleep. Like, when I sleep and then I wake up, I feel so refreshed, like nothing happened. So, okay, now let us talk. What really happened? How can we solve this particular situation? And at the end of the day, we're going to achieve a very great result out of it. So, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So an argument will happen and you just snap.
Huh?
You just snap.
For real, honestly, whether it's been family-wise, whether it been sibling-wise, whether it be relationship-wise, I'm just that kind of person.
Just
I
bedtime.
would sleep. Yeah, I would sleep. And then by the time I wake up, I feel so refreshed that I don't need to actually think about it. Yeah, it's hurting me, but honestly, I have other things I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Okay, that's a new resolve. Take a nap. I like that. I really like that. Okay, so the next one. How can effective communication evolve to sustain trust and intimacy in long-term relationships? And what tools have you found helpful in keeping communication strong? You spoke a lot about keeping, like, communication, the importance of communication. So I would like to actually hear you first on this one.
Okay.
So yeah, what do you think about and how to go about that?
Okay, for communication, I feel like you should be expressive enough. That's one thing I've learned so far. Having to speak. You need to speak up, because if something is wrong with you, your partner cannot know everything that is going on in your mind. That's just it. He cannot know what you are thinking about. You just have to tell it to him. There are some people whereby I can be having this kind of facial expression. I'm really, really unhappy. And then my partner keeps asking me that, what's going on? I'm like, I'm fine. What's going on? I'm fine. Leave me now. I said, I'm fine. Can't you say I'm fine? That kind of thing. But deep down, I am not fine. So your partner cannot really know what is going on. Even if you've been dating for quite some time, and then, he knows you're unhappy, but you still need to speak out. He can't read your mind. That's just it. So you have to be expressive. You have to tell your partner, like, set boundaries. You just really need to tell him that, babe, this and this and this. You just need to set that boundaries. Then also respect. have respect for one another. Respect is reciprocal, actually. You need to have, regardless of the age, whether it's a year difference, whether it's 2, whether it's months difference, you still need to have that respect for your partner. The same thing, your partner must also have respect for you. Also, communication definitely would lead to trust. As communication enhances, the same with trust. There are some situations whereby you might be communicating well in your relationship and then trust might be lacking. Yes, it's actually very, very possible. Trust might be lacking. But I would say that it is when 2 ends are joined together, that is the only way this thing can be solved. Trust is actually, the way communication is very important. It's the same way trust is also very, very important, because if someone should tell you that, oh, Sheminori, I found your boyfriend doing so, and so. But you know your boyfriend deep down and everything, like, nah, my boyfriend can't do this. I really trust my boyfriend. Same thing as your boyfriend, like, he trusts his girlfriend. So trust is actually really, really important. And like I said, be expressive. And that's one thing I've learned so far. Be really, really expressive. I was the kind of person that wasn't expressive. Yeah, I always feel like you don't really need to know what is going on with me. You don't need to know what is going on around me. I'm fine. Yeah. But so far, coming along, I started realizing that it was actually like causing a form of damage, or like, should I say a form of breakdown in the relationship. Yeah. So I feel like it's always really, really good to be expressive. Talk to your partner. Your partner is your best friend. Gist with him, gist with her. Like, share that sort of bond you share with your guys, you share with your girls and everything. There are some ladies that tend to love gisting with their partners. Like, anything that goes around with their friends, like, babe, let me gist what happened today. Yeah, do you get? So, like, take your partner, if you really, really trust that person, take your partner as your confidant. Relate with your partner. Share ideas with your partner. It's not just really about being intimate and all. Just share ideas. Be knowledgeable with one another. Yeah. Share business ideas. It could be academics. It could be career, professions. A whole lot of things that, yes, you know that what's it called? Your relationship is advancing into another level. It's advancing intellectually, it is advancing physically, it is also what's it called, advancing intimately. Yeah.
It's the laugh after intimately. Okay, I did have like just another question on that, just because I'm intrigued, because in the world we live in today, expression, it's harder. The idea is that it's harder for men to express. Not from a judgmental, it's that's the perspective. So just how does that look like for you? Like, do you think, okay, the man has to be like more comfortable with the woman to now express that both of you are very vulnerable with each other so that communication can flow? Like, how does that look?
Okay, I haven't come across any guy that is not expressive, so it's kind of new to me. I always feel like it's from the lady's perspective that is not always expressive. Yeah, so I just feel like both genders would have to be comfortable with one another. Yeah. Because it can come to a particular situation whereby you might be in a relationship with somebody and then you're not comfortable with that person. You're not comfortable to share things with that person. You don't trust that person. Even if both of you are actually communicating on a steady, there's just this form of your mind is in and then your mind is out. Like a 50-50 thing, actually. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know how to work on that, boy, because I've not just met a guy that is not expressive. So yeah, my case is different. I think it's what's it called? It's reversible, actually. Yeah, reverse is the case.
So I was gonna bring that to Sami too. Like, what do you think about that communication, and then just as a man, like communication in a relationship, expression, vulnerability? What does that look like to you? Like,
yes, definitely. What she said, I would say, is half true. A lot of guys do try to be expressive, but most of us think you can't tell them everything. Yeah, you can't tell them everything. You can't tell them everything, and like they would tend to tell you the issues that they're going through, that they have solutions for. So let's say they're trying to raise the funds for something, and maybe there's a delay. They will tell you that one. They'll be they'll say, "Oh, I'm trying to raise the funds for something, but it's not going to come till next week." That's the problem. It's like something that is a solution or a semi-solution. But for the ones that there's no solution, where it just looks like there's no hope for, they'll probably keep those ones to themselves. And again, it depends on, obviously, the kind of person you're in a relationship with. So I know most guys would tend to be more expressive to a lady that actually like listens to them and tries to come up with a solution. So you definitely, if a lady creates a safe space for the guy to be expressive, then I think they will be more expressive than someone that doesn't create a safe space for him to be. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. Yeah, people just need safe spaces. And he might not be expressive at first because some people are not used to that. Some people are not used to actually having someone that would listen to them and give them a solution. They're probably used to, "Oh, don't worry, I'm sure you work it out somehow." Compared to someone that'll sit down and actually like brainstorm a solution with you. So maybe at first he might not be, but just, I don't say keep showing up, but I guess keep showing up, keep showing him that like,
Give him time.
yeah, keep showing him that you're willing to work on a solution with him. And when one day he'll realize it, his brain will just click. Yeah.
One day.
It won't be long. I promise it won't be long. It won't be long. I promise.
Oh, it's okay.
Right.
Okay, we believe you. But yeah, I guess now just also because again you're the one who's talking to someone. When anything it's the smile. When anything is going on, so what tools have you found helpful in keeping communication strong for you as you guys are speaking?
Yeah, texting. We text all the time. Not all the time, but, when you get off work, like that, the walk from the office to the car, you just shoot that message real quick. How's your day type of message. The ones before you go to bed, you send those messages. I know everyone's busy, but just like find like space in between. It's pretty. I mean, I'm a FaceTime guy. Even before I started talking to anyone, I FaceTime my friends in everywhere, the UK. I don't care the time zone. I'm a FaceTime guy. So yeah, FaceTime helps, man. Shout out to the people that we FaceTime. Okay. But yeah, so if a man wanted to talk to you, he would. He really would. To singles. But Same thing with the lady. Same thing with the lady.
I played.
Yeah.
But yeah.
She has to pick the call for you guys to FaceTime. So.
But yeah, it's the constant communication, like throughout the day, every time, trying to give them.
Yeah, if you have a busy day, tell them don't. Like if you have a project due at 7 p.m., don't. Okay, let me not say don't. It depends on you, Sha, but try and get your project done. Don't go and say, okay, let me speak to her, then project, anything that happens.
Yeah.
But still let her know, okay, I might not be able to speak to you this much like I used to. I won't be able to speak to you today like I did yesterday because of this. I'm not a relationship advisor.
No, but you're doing well. The small things. Like talk to them about any small thing.
Yeah.
That's important. That's really what it is. Yeah. So now, in what ways does external influences, and this one, such as family culture or societal expectations shape your relationships, and how do you set boundaries to protect them? So I'll start with you first, but you did speak about boundaries, so we'll come to that.
No problem.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Even without knowing, things around you, they just change your mindset on things. So if you don't watch the kind of things you let into your mind, the kind of things you read, the kind of things you watch, it might be a recipe for disaster. You watch who you tell things to. If not, they can ruin the trajectory of your relationship. Yeah, just watch the kind of things you let into your mind, and the kind of people you're around, the kind of people you keep as role models, the kind of relationships you emulate. And forget these Instagram relationships, man. They just let you see the parts that they are that they are happy about.
Yeah.
How many times have we been on Shade Room today and we've seen those red squiggly lines for those relationships that we thought were gonna last forever. So just focus on both of you. Forget about people outside.
Yeah. I'm hearing that also, like, okay, it's what you're allowing in, but I guess what boundaries more clean, what boundaries have you put in place? And I guess together, maybe as you guys are talking, what boundaries have you put for the relationship? You know, like maybe, to her, don't really listen to this group of people or stuff like that. I don't know. But
To me, to be fair, it's not like I'm not hiding anybody, but I didn't tell the whole world about this person because I don't want to. I'm not saying if someone tells me about, I'm going to believe immediately, but for now, I'm not listening to the outside. Well, not for now. I probably won't listen to them. But the people that know about us, like, well, they haven't said anything because they don't know the person.
Yeah, I guess so. Some sense of discernment with who you're letting know who you guys are talking, and like some sense of privacy. Yeah, that's kind of the boundary you put.
Yeah, exactly. We don't tell everybody everything, to be honest. So I'm not saying keep your relationship. You can let people know you're in a relationship, but don't bring the business from your relationship. Don't bring it outside to the internet or things like that. The relationship is two of you and God. So don't add anybody else into it.
But I guess this answer also relates to the level of the relation. Like if you're dating, obviously you'd be like, that's my girlfriend. But if it's like talking, it's there's different levels. So I understand. So where you're coming from. Okay. So Jamila.
All right. External influences. That's a very, very interesting one. And I would start with family. Too little of it and then too much of it can have a great impact. So it can be positive and at the same time it can be negative. Having to involve family too much into your relationship, honestly, it can cause a whole lot, especially whereby we have a particular partner that loves to tell our mom about everything going on in the relationship, and then the partner is really not siding with it at all. Actually, it's not everything your mom needs to know about you in your relationship. That can actually cause a whole lot, because when you and your partner have a disagreement, everything you've said back then to your mom is going to reflect
That's true.
into the present. And it gets to the point whereby a little argument that is meant to be solved will turn into something huge. And then coming into friends, just like that of family too, friends can actually have huge and also less impact. I'm not a huge fan of friends for relationship, because I feel like, why do I need to involve my friend into my relationship as a third party when I know that I and my partner can literally talk this thing out? Because if you're going to be having the mindset of dating somebody up until marriage, you must also have the mindset that when you guys get married, you're not going to be inviting your friend to come and settle your disputes. No, it's not going to work that way. You need to have your friends around. Your friends need to, know your partner and everything. Good, but there are certain things that you need to keep to yourself. There are certain things that need to be kept, that needs to be, remained in the relationship, just you and your partner. Sharing of ideas, it can be business plans and everything. Like, basically things for the future. That's if you and your partner are having plans of things for the future. So things for the future, actually, it doesn't need to involve friends. It doesn't need to involve family, except the things you want your family to know. Because you and your partner are literally like starting your own generation. Your family, they've started theirs. They've completed it, actually. But you are starting afresh with somebody. You are yet to even get to the middle point. You are yet to get to the ending, not a class of even, the middle. So basically, you and this person are just starting it. So you need to concentrate on yourselves. External influences can, like I said, too little of it, too much of it can have a greater and then less impact. It's just that you need to strike a balance. As the lady, know literally watch your mouth. Know what you tell your friends, know what you tell your family, because at the end of the day, it can actually have a great and huge effect on your relationship.
Okay, perfectly said. And our last question. So whether in long distance or close distance relationships, what practices do you use to sustain emotional connection? And how important is physical presence in your idea of intimacy? So first off, I should start with, have either of you been in a long distance relationship or are in a are in a long distance relationship, and yeah, like how much does physical presence mean to you? Yeah, we should start with. No, we should start with someone.
All right, no problem.
Okay. I haven't been in a long distance relationship. I've met people
Yeah.
during trips, and we liked each other, and I came back to my city because I'm the one that mostly travels. I'm from a quiet city, so whenever I go to the big cities, maybe I meet a friend of a friend. It's not like every time, we'll just once or twice it happens. And yeah, I definitely like the person definitely liked me back. There were grounds for a relationship to kick off, to start from there. But I wasn't big on the idea of long distance then. And yeah, after a while, you guys continue your life. That's the closest I've been to a long distance relationship. Yeah.
So even if it seems like generally you're someone who would prefer close distance, like being around the person more. It is something that is important to you.
Oh yeah. Well, at that time it was. Now, if we start from the same city, we start dating. We're in the same city, we start dating, and then something takes one of us to another city. I can do that, but I don't think I'll from the start long distance. Yeah. I've been tempted to. I can't lie, because those FaceTime calls sometimes they be feeling enough, but after a while, sometimes you get tired of saying, "Oh, I wish you were in my city." After a while, you get tired of that. She gets tired of that, and then you guys just stop communicating sometimes. So, yeah, distance is important, especially if you guys don't travel often to meet up, monthly or bi-monthly or something. So, yeah, distance is important for sure.
Okay, I agree with you. Well, I understand you. Well, Jamila, what do you think?
All right, I have a question to Samuel. Do you know that you can be in the same city and then still be in a long distance relationship?
Yes, that's actually.
I've heard that before. I mean, I just feel like you don't like that person. If you can stay, how many days? What do you think is the longest?
No, like for example,
you can be in the same.
Like for example, you can be in Halifax and the person is in Charlottetown.
Those are two different cities. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Those are two different cities. That's 3.5 hour drive. I'll be driving every weekend. Pay that PI toll gate. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I can't lie. But again, like I said, if we stayed in the same city, and then you had to move for some particular reason, okay, but from the start, man, unless I'm stupidly in love, maybe FaceTime, I started doing some virtual reality, this thing that made me fall in love. I don't know. But, nah, we have to start from the same. But again, that's me. Again. Yeah, but I think it's a question like you guys can be in the same city, but being in Halifax. I mean, I don't believe that. I believe people don't like each other like that.
No, it's actually possible.
What ideology did you have about that? Like how? Like you're staying College Street, someone stay.
Or is it Dartmouth and Charlottetown?
Is that
and Halifax?
Dartmouth and Halifax?
Yeah, something like that. Dartmouth and Halifax.
But you can cross the bridge.
I can walk over the bridge.
What was actually my mind was like, let me make Nigeria for instance.
Yeah.
The person is in like Lagos. So let's say Lagos, and then the other person is in Ibadan.
And that boss now.
Yeah. All right, no problems. Okay. But to get no problems. Let me answer my own part. Yeah, I've been in a long distance relationship, and then we were able to, what's that word? We're able to make it work. Yes, we're actually able to make it work. It was for
how long?
3 years.
Okay, so you.
We're able to make it work. We're able to make it work, honestly. Video calls, having to, what's it called? Know each other's schedules, having to, if I'm going to work in the morning, call. When I get back, call. Eating, call. For real, like going to bed, call. Like, honestly, we really, really like undid it. In fact, it got to the point that every weekend, like every Sundays, we literally like have like a prayer fast and everything.
Beautiful.
That kind of thing. Yeah, actually. So it was we really, really undid it well. It wasn't easy, because you're not really seeing him. But let me bust your bubbles. We were in the same city, Lagos to be precise.
Okay.
he was on the
Mainland.
island. I was on the mainland. Yeah, that kind of thing. So it was on the island, Lagos Island. Yeah, and then I was on the mainland. And I'm the type that does not go out like that. So I'm always locked inside. That kind of thing, yeah. I'm the type that doesn't really go out, yeah, except, maybe I have to go out with my mom. Maybe I have to go out with friends or something. But we used to see. We still see. Like, he's the one literally that comes over to see me. But we were able to undo it. Like, we made it work. Having to communicate through, WhatsApp is good. God bless WhatsApp. Having to communicate through WhatsApp and everything, like look for different means. It got to the point that we also even play games. Actually, we play games and everything. We watch movies together, like using Prime Video and everything. We literally watch Share Party and all. We watch videos together, so it felt like it was with me, like right beside me. We do video calls, sleep on the video call, and that kind of thing. So yeah, actually, long distance relationship can work if you put in, because it requires so much effort. You cannot be telling your partner, I don't have light, I cannot charge my phone, I don't have data. Honestly, you just have to put in the work if you want it to work. Yes, now put in that effort in it. If you want that relationship to last, just like short distance, that you have to be seeing the person on a steady, the person is close to you and everything. Same with long distance relationship, even if it's with video calls and all. You're hearing the person's voice, and then in a month, the person can literally come see you like 4, 5, 6 times. And not just coming empty-handed. He's coming with things. He's bearing gifts.
She just wants gifts.
No, not just, you feel the presence that yes, he's here with me. Not just the gifts alone, but you feel the presence that he's actually here with me. So honestly, long distance is a yes for me. That's worked and I can recommend it. Yes, it is good.
But one question, if he wasn't coming 4, 6 times a month, would you consider? Let's say he was coming once a month. Would you continue?
No problem. So far we are actually meeting. So far we're actually communicating. Do you know that there are times whereby I'll be so tired to pick up calls and then what's it called?
I can imagine.
You would ensure that the next day, like try to know what was going on and everything with me. At times, you want to sleep. Like, that sleep is hitting me. I like sleep. That thing is eating me up. Like, I want to sleep. And they're like, I have to wait. He's getting back from work by this time. And then, I'm already asleep. Or, you just have to keep the track of that thing. And then you mentioned, what's it called? Instagram, having role models and everything. There's a particular couple on Instagram, I think Tony Tones, I don't know if you know her. She started off as our long distance is even worse because they were in 2 different countries.
Continents, so
it was really, but they found time to actually meet each other. Now, what's the end result?
They're getting married.
Shout out to them.
Exactly. So it can work actually.
Definitely. But I guess now I want to know, what would you have preferred? Like, if you guys were in the same city, would that have made? Do you feel like that would have made a bigger difference?
We're in the same city.
No, same. How do I say this?
Area or something.
Like, because it was one island and then main city. So like now no crossing up. Is it a ferry?
Nah, just.
It's all gates.
Yeah.
Almost like that one at Halifax.
Yeah. So now let's say,
still.
let's say Halifax. So like the same city, you know what I mean? No toll gates.
Yeah.
Would that have made a bigger difference for you?
No, it won't. It's just that I'll be seeing him on a regs. But at the same time, this place cannot be compared to Nigeria. Whereby in Nigeria you can just call and then you just meet up. I think he can actually relate to what I'm saying. Like, you can just call and just meet up and everything. Yeah, compared to this place, you have busy schedules, assignments. You have to go to work, shifts and everything. So you just this place is gonna get to the point whereby you might forget that you're in a relationship. Honestly, you might forget that you're actually in a relationship until you just have to remind yourself, like, I am dating somebody. Okay, I have to keep myself on the right track. So it actually doesn't make a difference, because the only thing is that I get to see him every day. It might not be every day, but I just get to see somebody. I get to talk to somebody and all. And then I'm in a new city. I get to have someone to rely on. I get to have someone to cry on. I get to have someone to gist with. Yeah.
Okay.
So can I ask something to that? Me, I've been in Canada for a while. So I'm honestly in a stage where I'm not as busy, because I've been here for a while. I'm not as busy as I was when I first came. Like, I've gotten settled very, like, properly. So I think it just depends on the person. Because like me, I do have time to meet up with my friends now compared to when I first came.
Exactly.
So I guess it depends on your lifestyle, your schedule, where you're at right now. So
well,
it's
as time
on the other
changes,
parts.
things actually tend to develop. You
Yeah.
cannot
Yeah.
compare the time when you came, when you were struggling around and everything, having to put this and this together and everything.
Yeah.
So many things, yeah. Yeah, okay, perfectly said. Okay, so I get for you that it's long distance and you use close distance, but you both perfectly expounded on it, yeah. Okay, so thank you to our two guests, Fami and Samuel. So that's all the time we have today. I hope you enjoyed our conversation on relationships and gained some valuable insights. I know I did. If you found this discussion helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. And don't miss any other episodes that are coming up. We have many more conversations coming your way and would love for you to be part of them. So thanks for watching. I'm your host, Abo Usubaini, and I'll see you next time. Bye.